Now, ESPN 760 on WPTV News Channel 5.
Jason with us tonight to talk about what happened to the Dolphins.
Yeah, big game for the Dolphins against the Steelers. And through 7 weeks of the NFL season, the Miami Dolphins have played winning football with a 3-2 record. The only problem is those 3 victories have all come on the road. The Fins are winless at Sun Life Stadium this season after suffering losses to the Jets and the Patriots. Today, the Fins face their toughest challenge of the year in the Pittsburgh Steelers. To Sun Life Stadium we go. The Dolphins, that guy, he's ready for the football game. Dolphins, they catch a few breaks early in this one. Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger stripped of the football on their first offensive possession of the game. The Fins would recover, but they would settle for 2 field goals off of 2 Pittsburgh turnovers early. Big Ben would finally get it together, finding one of his favorite targets in Hines Ward, who shakes off a tackler and dives into the end zone. Pittsburgh leads it 10-6. Later in the second quarter, Devon Best makes a little magic happen of his own after receiving this pass from Chad Henne. Best manages to stay in bounds, and he would score on that play. The Dolphins, they trail by 1 point. We'll fast forward now to the fourth quarter. This is when things get a little good. Dolphins lead it 22-20, but Big Ben, he's in the shotgun formation, 3rd and goal. Looks like he scores, but he loses the football. The officials would review it and rule it a fumble indeed, but they couldn't determine who recovered the ball in the end zone. They would give it to the Steelers at the 1-yard line, 4th and goal. They would go on to kick a field goal to win the game by a final score of 23-22. The Miami Dolphins didn't lose the game today because of instant replay or bad officiating. The Fins had a chance to win on their first 2 offensive possessions of the game. After back-to-back Steelers turnovers, Miami managed to get only 2 field goals despite having great field position. Against a quarterback like Ben Roethlisberger and a team like the Steelers, field goals just don't win you ball games. College football now. The new AP Top 25 poll was released today. The Seminoles had a bye week this weekend. They remain at number 16. They play NC State on Thursday night. Meanwhile, the Hurricanes are rewarded after their big conference win over North Carolina last night. They slide back in the top 25 at number 22. And those Gators, they were off this weekend as well. They stay unranked. They'll probably need a few more wins in a row to get back in the top 25. And Oregon is the top team in the country. Over at Roger Dean Stadium, the Perfect Game baseball tournament took place, and over 1,500 players participated in the event. 80 of the top travel baseball teams across the U.S., Canada, and Latin America are competing right here in our own backyard. The tournament is considered one of the most competitive amateur baseball tournaments in all of the country. Scouts come from all over to view prospects, and just a few years ago, Atlanta Braves star outfielder Jason Hayward played in this very tournament. Palm Beach County has been fortunate enough to host this great event 9 out of the last 10 years.
Virtually every name you've seen come through here, before that has come through Jupiter at some point. Almost every first-round draft choice. There are probably at least 10 or 12 players in the All-Star game last year. And you have to remember, this event's only, 12 or 13 years old.
Brett Favre makes an admission. It's part of our top 5 with 5. Favre told the NFL that he did leave suggestive voicemails for a former female Jets employee, but he says he never sent her photos when he was a member of the New York Jets. Other AFC East action today, the Buffalo Bills fell to the Ravens 37-34 in overtime. To Baltimore, the Buffalo Bills remain winless on the season. The Patriots are currently in action. They're leading the Chargers 20-6 in the third quarter. And the surprising Tampa Bay Buccaneers won today. An 18-17 victory, come from behind victory over the St. Louis Rams. And be sure to tune in to Bremen Motor Cars 5 Sports Live tonight after the 11 o'clock news. Should be a great show talking about the Dolphins' loss today. It was a bad loss, a tough loss to a good Steelers team.
Yeah, it really was. All right, and we'll see how the game turns out tonight with my Packers. All right, thanks, Jason. A last look at